Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today, I think I want to collect all the jungle wood so that we can start prepping our starter base, which we're going to put right in this nice little area. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I have somewhat of a vision starting to come together where I'm thinking I might want one circular building right here, and then attached to that just go this way a bit and make a rectangle and have that be the second part, like the main house. The reason I want this little building is to turn this maybe into like an enchanting setup, so I think that might be cool. Just have this be like the enchanting room. But to do that, we're gonna need a whole lot of jungle wood. So let me get a start on that. Have a whole lot of infrastructure that I want to start putting together. I think what would be really cool is, so we'll have our starter base right here, and then go on down and just one of my favorite things in Minecraft, honestly, is just to do pathing. So I'm thinking kind of like have like a winding path just kind of naturally going down this way, right? And obviously I'll fill all that in. We're just doing a little bit of preliminary marking right here, and then just have it go like wind on down to the village, so that we just have a nice little area, nice little pathing for us to walk on over to our village. We also trapped a couple cows. Do I only have the one wheat? Yeah. That's unfortunate. But trapped a couple cows. You can have that. And gonna start breeding these guys up because our food stocks are looking quite low. So that's not great. But that means we also need to make a wheat farm so we can feed these guys. So lots to do, lots of projects, but that's good, right? You want to have a bunch of projects. Just keep you occupied, have fun, have something you're working towards. So that's what we're gonna do. Honestly, I feel like the wheat field might have to take priority because this is all I got. 11 bread. I got 11 bread to my name, and that's not very much. So I think what we're gonna do to start off this episode is, we got a little bit more. Got a whole bunch of iron that we cooked up. Make myself a bucket. And I'm actually going to make myself 2 buckets. Because, no, I'll just make the one. Just make the one. I think that's okay for now. Well, I do have a good bit of iron. That goes quick. And I don't want to waste it. It's almost nighttime. I'm gonna make another hoe as well. And another axe. We're gonna need that. Cool. So we got our hoe, got our axe. It is nighttime. Let's hit a quick sleep. And yeah, we're gonna go grab some water. Let's grab some water, make an infinite water source. No, yeah, we are gonna make a second bucket. Grab a couple buckets of water, make ourselves an infinite water source up by our little starter area, and then build out a nice little wheat field, or at least start one. And what I'm going to do is just take this water, honestly that's not that far at all. Ooh, carrots. Thank you. Those aren't ready yet. And I'll take that wheat though. Beetroot. Nice. Just taking all the crops. Okay, where do we want to make a wheat field? I kind of think right where we got this sheep over here might be a good spot. Just start building out a field around here. Might be kind of cool. Ooh, I just had another thought. At the end of the last episode, I realized that I don't think we have any sugarcane at all. So we're going to want to get some of that at some point too. So I might do a mini adventure at some point to go grab some sugarcane. Okay, I think if I just do one of these, yeah, now we got an infinite water source. Perfect. How do we want this wheat field to be? So what I'm going to start with is, let's grab some planks. I'm just going to start with 2, or at least try and fill up 2 9x9 squares, because 1 water block can fill the adjacent surrounding like 4 blocks on each side out of it in a full square, and so that will be good. And it's not going to be super pretty, but it will get the job done. And then moving forward, I think this could be a nice little wheat, or even just farm in general, where we'll just cover this whole little ridge side with wheat up until here. Maybe make a nice little fence coming around here to fence that in, and then maybe have some animal enclosures around this part. We'll have this nice pathing going down towards the village, and we'll start to build up our little area. It's going to be a great time. But first things first, let's actually make this. Let's actually get cracking on this field. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how far can you go out? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 out. Maybe it's 5, but pretty sure it's 4. So let's just fill that in. Oops, I do not know why I'm wearing my shield. I always do that. I always totally forget I'm wearing my shield, and then it's kind of silly. Oh yeah, that's why I brought the slabs, to cover it. There we go. Now nobody's gonna know. I always like to hide the water in at least some way when I'm making fields, or instead of, or like integrating the water into making it somewhat of a logical piece of the build. So, for example, like if you're making a little cliffside garden of some sorts, maybe you could put a little like a little stream running into the mountainside like that. Oh yeah, I don't have anything. And then like obviously dig this all out and then have it flowing around and then watering the adjacent crops, but then it looks like an organic thing that's meant to be there and has some type of purpose. Just a cool thing. Also, water features in general, always dope. So why not, right? All right, let's put these first wheat seeds down. There we go. A seedy place. We're doing it. So we got that wheat going. We got a few cows to our name. We got a little bit of food. I think now I'm gonna try and get a few of these jungle trees, because I do want to at least start like maybe an outline of my starter base. And I think that'll be really good. Oh no. Do you know you could do this? If you can't reach that top piece of wood, you can just jump and then just hold left click and eventually you'll get it. Kind of a random thing. I think it's kind of cool though. We already got 20 levels. I like that quite a lot. Working towards that first level 20 enchant. But in order to do that, we will need obsidian, we will need diamonds, we'll need a whole bunch of stuff. So hey, at least hopefully I will have the levels ready. And so it'll just be a matter of building the actual enchantment table, enchantment setup. Maybe at some point I'll also do like a jungle tree house. That would be cool. I've seen a lot of builds and stuff on Pinterest, and also just from random Let's Plays and people making YouTube videos and stuff of very cool jungle tree houses. So that might be a really fun thing to do in the future. I remember, oh, who was it? It wasn't Iskall. I remember on the Hermitcraft server in one of the more recent seasons, somebody built a ridiculous mega base within the jungle. I think it was Saizuma. Yeah, I think it was him. Pretty sure. And he built this absolutely monstrous, like, space age base in a jungle, and like completely terraformed that jungle and built these huge contraptions. Is this the one that I was just, what the heck? Built these amazing buildings, like space age crazy contraptions, but like set right in the jungle. So I think that was one of the crazier bases. I mean, obviously all the bases that all the Hermitcrafters build are insane. So oop, just slowly going down the vines. Yeah, all the Hermitcraft bases are wild, but they're really cool and very inspiring. Just to, you know, if you have a vision, go and try and do it, right? That did work out. And there's these freaking grind as well. Like, again, yeah, you're playing Minecraft, but they're working. They're working hard day in and day out, man. Respect that grind. And I said like just Minecraft, but it's not just Minecraft. it's also like, especially when Minecraft is the biggest video game of all time, like far outperforms the second highest in terms of copies sold, which I believe is like Tetris. So I think Minecraft has something like 300 million plus total copies sold, whereas Tetris is in the realm of like 200 million. That's a pretty wild number to even try and fathom. Like that's coming pretty close to the total population of the United States. And obviously Minecraft is known internationally as well, but like that's a pretty insane number to think about. So you're like, oh, it's just Minecraft. No, it's a cultural phenomenon that multiple generations have grown to experience and love and cherish as a huge part of their childhoods. All right, we got a couple stacks of logs now, junglewood logs. Let's go do a real quick little build palette right by our starter base. I think that will be good. A good thing to do. Keep us honest, keep us in line with the palette, and eat some bread. All right. So, first things first, we got junglewood log, but I want to strip it. I think that will be cool. And then, what else do we need? Okay. So we need junglewood log, we got planks. Do some jungle planks. And then also some spruce planks. Now, I don't know if that's a big enough contrast, but low-key it looks kind of cool. So I think we might stick with it. And do something like that. I was just mentioning Pinterest. The idea that I had was for my starter base and the build palette and everything was actually just yoinked right off of Pinterest. And honestly, that's okay. Like, creativity is just who can steal the best and then iterate on that, in my opinion. And everything is pretty much done before, so at this point it's just how can you put your own unique spin on something and take inspiration from other people, and that's cool. Like, that is all cool. We're also gonna put a little bit of cobblestone in there. Yeah, that's what we're working with, I think. And I think that will be excellent. So what I want to do now is craft up a good few bit of junglewood planks and have that be our, try and like map out our foundation. So maybe I'll do something like, oh, how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 11. And then here's the tough part, because I want to connect a circular building now on here. I think this is a good enough size, 7 by 11 for like an initial room of sorts. And then we can build out from over here another room that might be like a circle. Honestly, maybe it'll be easier to just try and build out this circle first, where we can offset it a little bit, where it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. How's that? Now the real question is, can we put an enchanting setup in here? So let's say this is the enchanting table. Do we have enough room to put books on either side? I think we do. So we'll have the enchanting table there. Actually, it'll be raised up a level because this is going to be the ground floor level. Have the enchanting table, and then we could go like brrr, and go around on all sides. So you know what? I actually quite like this. And what we can do to connect this is just kind of go, yeah, I think that might work quite nicely. All right. I think this is the start of our starter base. I like it. I like it. From there, now I want to build up with some jungle logs. Oh, and this might be a little bit tedious because I want to do stripped jungle wood. So I gotta go like boom. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do that after the fact. So let's build up these corners. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a lot more mining now that I think of it. If I'm gonna have all the walls be jungle wood, definitely gonna have to do quite a bit more. That's okay. Not mining, just wood gathering. Cool. I think stripping logs uses a lot of durability of the axe, so that should be interesting. What are we gonna want to fill in for this base? Because we're gonna do just like a little step up, I think. Where do we want our door to be? And also, do we want like a little outcropping? I'm thinking like maybe right over here somewhere. Ooh, I kind of feel like if I make this a little bit higher, like a tower almost, a mini tower, that might be kind of neat. Like keep this a smaller, just 1-story type of deal, and then make this a few blocks taller. Not too tall, so it doesn't look proportional, but at least a few blocks. How are we looking? We're at 3. I'm gonna do just a general slant roof, I think, for this one, and this will just be like a spire roof, but pretty simple. It seems like it's maybe 1 block short. Yeah, let's make them 4 tall, and then we'll be good. And then this for, yeah, let's make this one a little bit taller. I'm just breaking those knees. We are for sure gonna need a whole lot more jungle wood though. I gotta replenish some hearts. That would be awkward. Starting to run a little bit low again on food. Let's plant a few more seeds that we got. And did I jump on the... And our axe is looking worse for wear, so let's go make a new one. And grab some iron. Our inventory is filled to the brim. So let's dump off some of this stuff. Yeah, we got bamboo, but not sugarcane. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's do a quick trip over to our jungle, get some more jungle wood. And while we're down there, I want to check out that little bit of water that was over there. See if we can't find some sugarcane. Start building up a little bit of a store of sugarcane, maybe. I like sugarcane farming, especially if you just like make rows and rows of sugarcane, like very simple rows of sugarcane. Very fun to farm. I feel like when you get to this stage in Minecraft when you can start automating a lot of things, then you lose some of that interest in enjoying it. Because, well, sometimes I feel like you do. And the reason I say that is because you do all that work, and then you have that constant grind and like tasks for you to accomplish. But then once you go and automate it, it's like, okay, well now that's done. Now what do I do? And on one hand, yeah, like you create those automatic farms so that you have the means to speed up things and have things just going in the background, somewhat of a passive income type of deal. But on the other hand, you've eliminated like a task that you can be doing, and that might be like a fulfilling, fun thing to do. Like I was saying with the sugar cane, sometimes it's just a fun thing to like walk in a straight line. Yo, is that a panda? Nice. It's just a fun thing to walk in a straight line. And there's some sugar cane. And just go and collect all that sugar cane up. I did hear maybe I heard a drowned. But I don't know. I think there's, I mean, obviously there's a place for automatic farms, but I would also caution you in automating everything, because if you go and automate every single thing, you might just be like, okay, well, now what do I do, right? It's like, okay, I automated it all. Now do I get to play the game? Right? I remember when in one of my past survival worlds, it was a server. Ooh, some clay right here. And we really wanted to get a boatload of XP. I'm like, okay, I'll go make an Enderman farm. And if you've ever made an Enderman farm, you know how painfully long and arduous a process that is, between collecting all the eyes of Ender, to getting an Endermite to spawn, to just being in a constant state of sneak and make sure you're not falling into the void while you build out this giant multi-tiered contraption. It is painful, let me tell you. And I did this all. Is that the same? We got 2 of these guys. Sweet. And I did this all, and I built out the Enderman farm. It worked great. We got tons of levels. But then shortly after that, like, after doing that whole thing, I was low-key pretty burned out, man. Like, that just sapped so much energy and momentum. Sorry, bro, I stole all your crops. From the whole, like, experience of it all, that I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, that was a lot, and that was not fun. And, like, yeah, we have a whole, we basically have infinite levels now, which is great, but at what cost, right? So, at some point in this world, I do think I will try and automate a fair few things, and probably make some type of really good XP farm. But that's not like, that's not priority number 5 or 10 or even 100 for me, because there's just so much other simple and fun things that we can be doing instead. And I think a lot of the reason why, like, this dude, I think his name's Nico, made a great video that I was watching the other day about the 2-week Minecraft phase, and kind of breaking down why everybody, like, we know that this is essentially a cultural phenomenon, the 2-week Minecraft phase, and why the people are only playing for like 2 weeks. And a big part of that reason, he was arguing, which I totally agree with, is that you go in and you start, you know, just having fun, making your little starter base, collecting resources, farming, crafting, doing the whole Minecraft thing. And then you have people that just grind and grind and grind, and then they come and they're dripped out in that full diamond. They got an iron farm going. They got that Enderman XP farm going. They got all the things, and you're like, well, shit, bro. Like, that kind of takes away from the whole fun of it, and the whole process of upgrading at a natural progression, and watching things unfold naturally and organically over time. So that's why I'm trying to take things at a much slower pace, and maybe painfully slow at some times, but I think that will serve me very well for longevity's sake, and just to have overall enjoyment of the world. Like, again, there doesn't need to be a sense of urgency around doing any specific thing in the world. It should just be like, this is your world, right? This is your Minecraft world. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. I don't know. Nice sunset right there. We did get a couple sugarcane, not many, but enough to start a farm. And I have an idea for a sugarcane farm. I was just saying how I enjoy just going in a straight line with the sugarcane farm and stuff, but that looks very industrial, and I do not want to go for the industrial aesthetic. Like, that right there, it's a little too industrial. But what we're gonna do is build it out more organically with the shape of that ridge line, and just dot little buckets of water and stuff to hide the water, excuse me, and it'll evolve naturally. What I want to do with the sugarcane is maybe put it alongside maybe like this little ridge right here or something, and have it kind of follow this line in like a curve, almost like a if you've ever seen like a rice paddy field type of thing. I think that might be really cool. So try and do that. If you do that though, we're gonna need a whole bunch of water. Although I thought I said I was gonna have this area. Yeah, I was gonna have this area be like the wheat field area. Have that grow and expand over time. So where do we want the sugarcane field? What is this little blob? Does this actually go down into a mine? Or does this just end? Oh no, this just kind of ends, right? Oh, or does it? What is this? Yo? Lava? Dude, what the heck? We're gonna block you off. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Boop. Well, that's cool, guys. We have our mining interest, I think. I like it. Mining entrance right in our backyard. I like it quite a lot. Instead of needing to dig straight down, I make a nice little pathway down here. Widen up this little crevice. Tiny little thing. Oh, I don't know why, but this just like this little small opening reminded me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those videos where people are going caving. They're just crawling through those caves and like climbing, and maybe there's like underground rivers just covering them, and like they're just on their stomachs just crawling forward. The top of the ceiling is just slowly coming down more and more, and then they have to like suck their stomach in order to keep moving. Dude, I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. That it just puts like a pit in my stomach. Especially hearing all the... Oh, was that an Enderman? It was. Yo. Sorry, bro. I don't want to look at you. Especially hearing all those like horror stories of people getting trapped in caves and then dying. Like, oh my god, dude. I heard this one story about a guy that I don't think, is it even called caving? I think the proper term is like spelunking. Caving, because we're playing Minecraft. But the dude was going down, and he was going down a cave at a angle, and he's just crawling and making his way down, and I think he slips or something, and he slips head first and gets lodged facing downwards. So his legs are above his body and his head is just facing downwards, and he's got the ropes and stuff attached to him, I think, or maybe not, but the dude slips, and even a rescue team is able to come to him, and they try and get him out. They try all these different things, but eventually they can't get him out, and the dude unfortunately passes there. I'm just like, bro, one, incredibly sad, but two, like, that just freaks the shit out of me, dude. I don't think I could do that. That shit is hardcore. Very hardcore. Props to the people that can do that, like, but I cannot. You know what? I should plant some trees around here. Not really for the aesthetic, but more so just to start building up our stocks of wood. right here. Maybe we can put a, no, let's do it below the little wheat area. Yeah. That's gonna be a big guy. Got one of these around. One of these. Does this just kind of end right here? Cool. I was talking about infrastructure earlier. Another fun infrastructure thing is just like retaining walls. So building up like big ol' just walls that like are holding in the dirt in the mountain. It's just a cool thing, a cool feature that I think can really bring some life to the world. So if I do end up doing something with this little area, might be a fun thing to build some retaining walls here, especially if I build out like this spot with more buildings and something. That might be cool, and just have it like wrap around this little ridge line. That could be cool. For now though, this spot will just be a mini forest, so that we can start building up our stocks of trees. And another little cave. Cool. Hey there, chicken. Well, I said I was going to go get some jungle wood, and I got distracted. That tends to happen a lot. I feel like you have one plan in Minecraft, and then you get distracted. But where did I get a bone from? By 10 other things. Again, that's all good. That is all good, man. Yeah. We're getting it. We're starting it. It reminds me of when you have like a house in real life, and they're just starting to put up like the stick framing of it, and you're like, what is this? You're like, is this actually a house? Will this actually be a house? Or, and maybe you can't really see the vision quite yet, but like slowly but surely, it'll start to unravel and show itself over time, and that's what we're trying to do. Just plant those little seeds and just build it up over time. But with that, I think that's a good spot to call it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.